Looking for a job is a job in itself. You must be able to do it so well for you to find the job that you're looking for. Job searching is mostly stressful. I'm here to talk to the job seekers out there that feel that they cannot take it anymore, or they feel stuck. I just have a few tips that may help you. And if you know somebody who may benefit from these tips, just share this with them. The first tip is, as a job seeker, you have to understand what kind of role that you want to do and in what companies you want to work. Now, once you do that, make sure you don't apply to every role. You don't have to. You don't have to apply to every role. If you do that, you're going to waste a lot of your time, you're going to waste a lot of your resources, and you're going to waste a lot of your emotions. These are things you need to take you throughout the job search. 2, once you feel overwhelmed, acknowledge it. It is okay, just like you would be overwhelmed when you are, at work. And it's okay. Take a break, take a walk, go meditate, do something that is going to, reduce the overwhelm, or put away the overwhelm completely. The other tip is your journey. You have to understand that your journey to success sometimes entails failure. It depends on how you look at failure. So if you look at failure as a lesson, then this shouldn't be a problem. Right? But if you look at failure as failure, that I've failed, oh, I'm going to cry, I'm going to spend a lot of time on it, then you have to understand that your journey to success sometimes entails failure. And once it comes, you just have to figure out how to get out of it and move on. The other tip I want to share with you is, as a job seeker, you must stop thinking that if I get a job, and start thinking that when I get a job, it's different. When you think that if I get a job, you're putting a possibility of you not getting it. But when you state it and you think that when I get a job, I'll do this, 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 and that. So there's only one choice for you to get a job. So you would work towards that when I get a job, rather than you leave it as if I get a job. I hope you get the difference. So it's the mindset. You need a positive mindset, not a negative mindset. So another thing that is really, really important in job searching is you must avoid job hunting burnout. Make sure you don't burn out. You need the energy for tomorrow. So if you are exhausted, extremely exhausted today, and you're called for an interview the next day and you cannot go for the interview, then you've wasted a lot of time applying for that job. So avoid job hunting burnout. You don't need it. The other thing you have to do is join networking groups. It's very, very important for you to build relationships with people that were or are in your dream job. So these people have been there. These people have done a lot of things. They have also looked for jobs just like you are. They will give you better advice on how to, to find a job. So networking groups are very important. Build relationships. Don't simply send a message, the first connection request with your CV. When you respect someone's time, they will respect your time. Another tip is secure professional CV and LinkedIn profile reviews. The word is professional. Now, there's so many people on LinkedIn that have titles that we do come across career coaches that don't have a career. We do come across influencers that don't know their purpose in life. So if you're looking for a professional CV and LinkedIn profile review, go to somebody recommended by a friend, by a colleague, by a classmate, by somebody basically somebody who has done good work, someone who has good reviews, rather than just finding somebody who claims they are professional CV writers or professional LinkedIn profile writers. The other thing is expand your skills or your knowledge. If you're looking for a job where you are being rejected because of certain skills, just take on online courses. You can find a friend to train you, just expand your skills. Find all ways of expanding your skills and your knowledge. There are roles where you don't require experience, but you require certain skills or knowledge. So when you have this, it's going to make you stand out. The other thing you can do during the job search is to take on temporary roles, especially with those roles where you are overqualified. Take on a temporary role, and maybe by the end of that role, your boss is going to change their mind into hiring you permanently. You can volunteer where in companies where there are less or no individuals with your skills, so the competition is less. You can always prove yourself, and again, who knows, it could become a permanent role. So don't simply look at, I'm looking for a full-time job and that's what I want. You have to be open-minded when you're looking for a job, because remember, the longer you take without finding a job, the closer you are to losing your goals and being very late on your bills. The other thing is, once you feel frustrated to continue, change your approach or your strategy. It means that what you're doing is wrong. That is why you're getting frustrated with the results. Change it immediately. The other thing is, if for any process that you are using, you must have confidence in it. And if you don't have confidence in it for it to generate results, then don't stop using it. It means it's wrong. The other thing is accept rejection without taking it personal. This is very important. As a job seeker, not every company you apply to will accept you. If they do, good. But if they don't take it personal. And the reason is because many decisions don't work out for reasons that have nothing to do with the job seeker. There are so many steps in hiring. It's not just one person that makes a decision on hiring for a certain position. So there are so many reasons, and most of the time, those reasons have nothing to do with the job seeker. So don't take it personal. Whether it has something to do with you, whether it doesn't, don't take it personal. You need your sanity looking for a job. Focus on something else other than the rejection. Another tip is reflect and learn from any sort of feedback you've received, and you should do it promptly. Once you get the feedback, reflect and learn from it. Use the lesson for the next search. Then don't limit your search to one site. You're looking for a job, let's say on LinkedIn. You have to keep in mind that most jobs get over 100 applications, rather 1,000 applications. So this increases the competition. What does that mean? If you're focusing on one site, you're going to prolong your chance of getting a job, rather than when you have multiple sites you're looking out for a job, then the chances are more for you to find a job faster. Last but not least, you have to understand your target market to ensure that expectations are in line with reality and not just wishes. It's very important. Very many people go abroad looking for jobs, and they have their own expectations, they have their wish lists, and they get there and realize things that are very different, and then they get frustrated, and because they had unrealistic expectations. Make sure that your expectations are in line with the reality and not just what you're wishing for. And I wish you good luck in your job search. And I'm sure that you are going to find a job soon.